Welcome to today's class in yoga. Today's class will be in the traditional Hatha yoga um, lineage, and it will be for all levels. And I'll give you some options on how to increase the strength that you bring forth in the pose, or if you want to do something a little less strenuous. And please listen to your own body. This is the magic, the medicine of yoga, is to be able to filter and move from ego striving into more of a heart-centered place of connecting with your body. So yes, express, find your strength, find your balance, and find your way to a place of alignment between your body, mind, and spirit, your heart. I am now really working with myself as heart medicine woman. And when I bring things forth, I'm filtering it as through my heart as heart medicine. So as you arrive on your mat today, think about what is your heart medicine and how you can bring it through your practice today. So let's get set up. We'll start with lying on our backs with our knees bent, feet on the floor. When you come down to lying down, come down with mindfulness. So keep your core engaged. You may want to use your hands. If you want to use more engagement in your abdomen, let your shoulders rest back and then slowly bring yourself down, tucking the tailbone up towards the sky. You bring your hands in front and slowly coming down. Here, make some adjustments so that you feel like your spine is supported, your lower back is relaxed, and there's that gentle curve in your spine. Begin by focusing in on your breath. We'll bring our knees up towards our chest, hands on the shins or on the knees, and give yourself some rocks from side to side, turning your head away from your knees. So we'll begin by warming up the spine, getting some movement in the limbs, indicating to our body that we're going to engage in some strengthening, in some blood flow and circulation, and bringing balance and strength, balance of strength and relaxation. So now let's rotate our ankles, really feel that full rotation. Take it in the other direction. Bring the feet straight up, and you can keep a little bend in your knees here, but bring your toes towards your head so that you're feeling a stretch through the back of the legs. And then make some adjustments with your torso so that your shoulders feel that they're flat on the floor, they're supported. Bring your arms up in front of you, up above you rather, and the palms facing each other. And now let gravity gently press your body down. Take nice full breaths. Bring the arms down so that they're stretched open in a T position. And then point your toes and flex your feet. Bring your feet down to the floor and your arms back up. We're going to reach the right arm up and bend the elbow in the left. So we're getting into the shoulder blades, going from one arm to the other, stretching out and breathing. And you can keep it going with this slow flow, or you can actually kind of start to bounce them up and down. So there's a bit of a massage. And then we'll rotate the wrists, releasing air from the joints. If you hear those sounds, let the fingers get involved, the thumb, go both ways. And then we'll give them a little shake out through the wrists and fingers. And then bring the feet back up, and we're going to shake the whole body. Like a bug on its back. Shake, 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 shake. And then let yourself come down. Your knees can fall in towards each other, bringing your feet out to the sides of your mat. Let the arms go wherever they feel comfortable. And tune back into full breaths. Follow your breath and feel how the chest rises and then the belly rises on that inhale. Exhale, let the belly come back down, and then the air leaves the chest. So full belly breaths. Inhale, chest, belly. Exhale, belly, chest. One more back stretch here. We'll bring our knees back up towards our shoulder, or our chest rather, and make some adjustments. Bring your hands behind your neck and lengthen the neck. So when we do this, we want to be really careful not to pull too hard on the neck. We want to apply some pressure and some support for the heavy head. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the shoulders, the elbows up towards the knees. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, curl. And we'll do that one more time. Exhale. Gently bringing the head back, feet down. Roll over to one side and just take a moment on your side to rest in this fetal position. Remember to support your neck by pressing into the floor as you come up. Let's sit up tall, bringing yourself into that comfortable upright position, either with your legs bent or rather crossed, or you can bring one leg out. Let's tune into our foundation, pressing down into the floor. And then let's lengthen up through the spine, that string on top of the head. Relax the arms, lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. Always pausing to align the breath with the body and being in the present. The gift of yoga is to be here and now. One of the many gifts. Hands on knees. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Continue this movement going as quickly or as slowly as feels good for your body today. It's morning where I am, so whenever you decide to do this, tune into what you need based on what your day looks like, what time of day it is. And then straight spine, roll the shoulders back 3 times. And then the other direction. Reach tall with the arms. Reach, 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 reach. Drop the shoulders, turn the head back and forth. Looking forward, bring one arm down to the floor. Allow yourself to lean onto that arm, bend the elbow a little bit, and now reach, 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 reach up with that other arm, keeping that connection with your base. So you can feel this lengthening from your hip all the way through your side body, but the hip stays grounded. You can look down or up or forward. If you want some more length here, you can start to move the hand away. You can drop down onto the elbow. I'm not going to stretch quite that far. And you're breathing fully, that full breath that we talked about. Always making sure the lungs are filled first. And then the belly expands. We're going to reach up now, switching sides. Anchor down and stretch out the side body. Closing your eyes if that helps you tune in. Staying connected to yourself and to your inner world. And inhale up, both arms coming up. We'll do those twists where we let the one arm go behind, one arm go forward, and turn. Inhale up, exhale down. One more to each side. And turning frontwards and bringing your arms down to the sides. And pause. We're going to come on to all fours now and bring some padding underneath your knees if you need it. We'll start in table position and we're going to get prepared to do some work in downward dog, some strengthening work in downward dog. Aligning the wrists underneath the shoulders, hips underneath the knees underneath the hips, long in the spine. Feel your strength here before you move. Roll your toes under. Broaden through the chest, both front and back. Little bend in your elbows. Tuck in the abdomen so it's strong and curl the tailbone slightly down towards the floor. And into our cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. Back and forth. One more time. Meeting back into table. Find your strength, bring your core alive. And then we're going to balance. We're going to bring the left leg back. Engage again through the core and bring your right hand forward. Keep the breath flowing as you find a focal point, and keep that neck, that back of the head, pressed slightly up towards the ceiling. Feel your length from your fingertips to your toes, way back. And coming back to stabilization. Remember that you can always fold your mat up if you need that extra support underneath your wrists. Let your fingers hang off the front. We're going to switch sides now, so that right leg goes back, stabilize through the core, and your left hand comes forward. Straight and forward. I've got a little obstacle here, so lengthening, lengthening, breathing. And relaxing, coming back into stable table. So from table position, bring your hands about one handprint forward. We're going to, again, lengthen, or rather widen through the chest and the upper back. Keep that slight bend in the elbows. Roll the toes under and press up without coming into your full lengthened downward dog. Instead, we're sliding into it. We're slowly adjusting. We're going to focus right now on keeping that bend in the legs and focus on how our arms are. So feel this openness in your armpits and shoulder by rolling the shoulder blades down towards the buttocks. Let the head really hang forward. You can move the jaw around, asking it to relax. Continue to feel length, so you're pushing down towards the earth, lengthening through the torso to your hips. And now you may even see that your legs start to slowly lengthen out on their own. The heels going down towards the floor. Breathing here, and always, always coming down to rest if you need to. So let's come down together onto our knees, back into child's pose. Child's pose can be lengthened out here, or you can bring your hands back behind you, or stack the fists. We take these resting moments in yoga so that our bodies can imprint. Our bodies, our whole beings, they can kind of take in what we've done and integrate it. The more we pause in life in general, the more we are able to integrate balance, calm, peace, love, integrate transformation, change. Learning to pause on your mat, align with the present moment and the breath, gives you that much more fuel for doing it out there in the world. Let's come back into our position for downward dog. When you're ready, press up, make sure you're stabilized. And this time we'll walk the dog and walk so that your feet fold over, so you're getting some stretch through the toes. Find stillness in downward dog, 3 full breaths. Then we're going to take the right leg back. We're going to lift it up. Try to keep balance in the hips so that one hip doesn't go up and out. We're trying to stay balanced between the right and left hip and keep that leg coming up. We're going to step forward with the right leg. You might have to help it come forward. We're going to come into a lunge. That back heel is pushed back towards the back wall or behind you. You're lining the knee in a safe position, so it's in the center of your foot, and you want to be careful not to have it past your toes. So feel into your knee. And then we're going to come up, so keep strength in your core, coming up into an exalted warrior pose. So the chest is going to come forward, arms are going to come up. Let the shoulder blades melt down the back. And be mindful here not to overextend the chest area. The opening comes right from the belly and the hips, and then it comes open through the chest. Soften where you can. This is where we bring strength in and relaxation. Now reaching forward, hands coming down, stepping back into downward dog. Breathe. 3 breaths. And after that 3rd breath, you'll step forward with the left foot, align, lengthen out through the back leg, find strength in your front knee. So that left hip is going back, the right hip is coming forward to help with that alignment in the hips. And then we're going to get strong through the core and come on up. And here again, lengthen right from your hip bones through the torso and then the chest. Soften the shoulders down your back. And breathe, opening the heart to the sky. The big, beautiful sky. And reaching forward, hands coming down, downward dog. Three full conscious breaths here. Come down into your child's pose for that pause and rest. Bring your hands forward and roll up slowly. Remember, if kneeling doesn't feel so great, you can come down on one side. Take a couple of breaths in hero pose. We'll come back into downward dog for one more series. And pushing. Remember to set yourself up when you come into the pose. You want to make sure that you've got that balance between the front body, the back body, and the upper and the lower body. So notice where the creases are. Notice where your back meets the hips and the hips come down to the back of the legs. Notice the shoulders, the head, and the neck. Bring the left leg back now. So you're lifting up, stretching back. And remember here to try to keep the hips balanced and breathe. Equal weight between both hands. And stepping forward with that left foot. Aligning your base, your foundation, strong in the core, rise up. Find your heart opened, strong yet soft, exalted warrior. Let's bring in warrior two here. So we're going to turn that back foot, place it down on the floor, bend the front knee more into a 90-degree angle. Bring the arms front, hands in front of your chest, open from the chest. That back foot is at about a 45-degree angle or so, maybe closer even to a 90-degree angle, but you want to find something that's really comfortable for you, that the back edge, the side edge of that foot can be down, pressing down. Looking past your fingertips here into the future. You've come from the past, look back, and you're in your center. Knee is over the foot. There's a lot of openness in the hips. We'll come back through exalted warrior. And reach the arms forward, downward dog. Remember to rest in child's pose whenever you need to. One more full breath in downward dog. Stepping forward with the right foot. Strong foundation, strong core, rise up. Soften where you can. Feel that connection with the sky, Father Sky, and feel the connection with Mother Earth. Right hip comes back, left hip slightly forward. We're going to open up to the other direction this time in Warrior Two, bending the front knee, back foot, about 90-degree angle or so. Feel that foundation, that back of the side of the foot, pressing down on the floor. And let's lengthen right out from the center. I always like to double check that I've lengthened right from my heart, through my arms. Relax the shoulders, peer into your future, connect to your past, be in the present. And coming back through Warrior, Exalted Warrior, a version of Warrior One. And coming down to Downward Dog, 3 full breaths. So your choice here is to come down into Child's Pose if you need a rest, or you can walk your hands and your feet close to one another so that you're hanging in a forward bend now. Just let the head hang forward. Bring your hands above the elbows. Gentle rock from side to side. Focus on letting the head feel heavy. So really allowing that this part of the body, which is quite a heavy part, it's one of the heaviest parts, is really
allowing the neck to lengthen here. So let's drop the arms to wherever they can drop and focus on releasing the head. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, hands on shins or on the floor. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, lengthen. Release. As though you have a ball in front of you, so your knees are going to bend quite a bit here. You're going to imagine that you're picking up a beautiful ball of light. You're bending into your knees, tailbone turns down a little, and then you're lifting this ball of light up, following it up slowly, being mindful of coming to a full standing position. Breathing as you lift this ball of light up, up, up. And then let it now come and shower light down all around you. This beautiful shower of divine light. Lengthen the spine straight up and down. Reach, 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 reach. Letting the shoulders stay way up. And then let those shoulders come down. We're going to do the turn the head side to side again. Arms come down slowly. When the arms come down to your sides, bring the chin down towards the chest. And let the back of the neck stretch out. Relax the shoulders, find your breath. And we'll roll one ear towards one shoulder. Pause here for a moment. Roll the other direction. Pause and feel that deep stretch through the neck. And now explore your neck. You may want to roll from side to side. You may want to roll the neck back, but remember to keep length in the back of the neck as you go around. And if you go around in one direction, try out the other direction. A few more movements, and then we'll come to a tall spine. We're going to do tree pose. In tree pose, this time of year, I feel really connected to the trees, to the blossoms. Here in North Vancouver, it is in the brink of spring. The magnolias and the blossoms are just amazing, and the leaves are coming out. So I'm really tuned into tree energy. So let's take that tree energy here right now. What do you receive from trees yourself? Let's root down through both feet first, coming into mountain. Leaning over to the left leg. Feel the roots going down, down, down as we lift the heel of the right leg, the heel of the right foot, and bringing it to the inside of the left foot. So we're going to stay here on this foundation. Bring the hands to the heart. If there's a tree that you particularly connect with, take a moment to bring that to mind's eye. If you'd like, you can bring your sole of your foot to your calf muscle, or bring it on up and press the thigh and the sole of the foot against one another. you can find alignment in your hips. Sometimes I like to bring my hands down on my hips and see, okay, it's aligned there. Coming back to center. And then you can open up your branches. And when you have your branches open and a focal point, a little bend in that standing leg and that trunk, relax the shoulders and feel like a tree. Bring the hands together above the head and through your center line back to the heart. Bring the leg down. Pause in Tadasana, take a couple of breaths. Right leg now strong and rooted down, turning the hip of that left leg out, heel to inner right ankle, hands to heart center, foundation. Switch your legs to wherever you'd like to have them today. Check in with your hips, core is strong, focal point to balance, and you can bring those arms up. If you're having a tricky time balancing and you do want to try to bring these legs into this position, find a wall that you can hold on to. But remember to keep strong in your body. We don't want to over-depend on that wall. We want to keep strength and lines in the body. Feeling like a tree here. Hands together above head, through to heart. Foot comes down. Land in Tadasana. Feeling the sensations in the body. Feel the blood flow, the heat of the muscles, the breath. Inhale up, fold forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Lengthen. Exhale. Lengthen. Exhale. And lengthen. Exhale. We're going to do a twist here. So your left hand comes in front of the feet on the floor. You can bend in the knees to bring that hand down towards the floor. And then you're going to lengthen out the right leg a little bit as you twist open to the right. And the hand comes up. Keep your chin tucked in as you peer up towards the hand if that feels comfortable. If not, you look down towards the floor. Listen to your own beautiful body. Switching sides, bringing that upper hand down, replacing it, and that the left leg comes a little more length, bend into the right, and open up through the left side. And lower down. Let your body realign. And pressing into the feet, roll up slowly. Feel each vertebra coming up. We're going to do a spinal rejuvenation move. Just letting yourself swing from side to side, protecting the knees by lifting up the back ankle, bringing the knee in. We won't get too big with this, just a small spinal rejuvenation. And then we're going to come back down onto the floor. Remember to come back down with mindfulness. How do you bring yourself down? Bring the feet forward. We'll come into a seated forward bend. Feet are flexed, toes towards the face. Bring your hands next to you and press them down towards the floor to start in staff pose, feeling that strength. And then arms coming up, little openness to the heart, and then lengthen forward, being mindful here of how much you lengthen forward, listening to your body, releasing forward. If you need some pillows underneath your knees or a little blanket so that you're not overextending your knees, please do that for yourself. And then we'll roll up slowly. One more time, reach up, open heart, exhale forward. Try to release and relax completely here. And then a slow roll up, bending at the knees. We're going to come down now and just twist out and get prepared for Shavasana for the final relaxation. So you might want to have a blanket close by you if you want to have a blanket on during Shavasana. So here again, you can use your hands to bring yourself down, or if you want a little bit of core work here, bring a zipper as if you have a zipper right from your tailbone through your pelvis. You zip it up to your belly button and everything comes in. And then you bring your shoulders down and they come also in. So there's this real strength through the whole core. And then you can slowly roll yourself down. When you come to lying down, bring your feet out to the sides of your mat. Arms can come to a T position or even a little bit higher. And just do some windshield wiper moves with your legs. And then we're going to come back up to center. Bring the feet closer to one another. And engage the core. Bring the knees up. Just squeeze them in here. Hands behind the head. Same thing we did at the beginning of the class. Inhale. Exhale. Bring everything together. Inhale. Open back up. Gently place the head down. And doing that two more times. Bringing your feet down to the floor. And I'd like you to take a moment here and tune into your own body. If there's anything that you feel like you need to do for your body right now, please doing that now as I prepare to lead the final relaxation. So there might be a pose that you really enjoy that we didn't do today, or your body's needing an extra twist. Whatever it needs, do that now, and then position yourself in Shavasana. I'm going to give you a few moments. When you find yourself in Shavasana, really check in with yourself and make sure that your lower back is supported. So you may need a bolster or some pillows underneath the knees, or you may need to keep your knees bent. Make sure that you're going to stay warm during Shavasana, and that you feel as though the floor is supporting you. The cushions, the mat. Listen to the shifts. I know for me, it takes me a bit of time to get myself into Shavasana, where I can fully trust that I can let go of my muscles. When you're there, start to follow your natural rhythm of breath. Bringing Shavasana in and this full relaxation practice allows all that we've done today to integrate, to imprint on your heart and your soul, your mind, your body. Each time you inhale, bring in awareness. Each time you exhale, relax a little more. Bring your mind's awareness to your feet and ask feet, relax. Relax feet. Relax. Your feet relax completely. And from relaxed feet, this relaxation travels up the legs. The mind watches and notices the legs relax. Legs are relaxed. The mind now asks the hips and pelvic region to relax. All around the hips and pelvis, relax. And now the lower half of the body is completely relaxed. Moving up into the abdomen. Abdomen relax. Relax abdomen. And the abdomen relaxes, as do all of the internal organs. Relax. Traveling up the rest of the torso. The back muscles relax. The chest, all around the heart, relaxes. The mind's awareness moves to the shoulders. Shoulders relax. Down through the arms, relax. To the hands. Relax. The mind is pleased with the shoulders, the arms and hands, relaxing. The mind moves to the neck and travels up and around the neck, relaxing the neck. This relaxation flows into the face, the jaw and the teeth, the mouth, the tongue, the eyes, the ears, all relaxing. The forehead is relaxed. And now the whole head. The mind now notices the upper body is relaxed, as is the lower body. The whole body is relaxed. Inhale awareness, exhale relaxation. Continue to allow that to flow. The mind is now relaxing on the breath flow. Inhale, exhale. Staying here for as long as you'd like in Shavasana. And if you're ready to move out and into your world today, into your day, whatever it still has left. Before you come out of Shavasana, take some time to align with your heart. Bring an intention, a loving, caring intention in for yourself. Move now, small movements, carrying that intention forward as you stretch out. Bring your knees up to your chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll from side to side or even up and down. Just feel what you need at the end of your Shavasana. And when you come up to a seated position, do so with awareness and come to a tall spine. Bring the hands to heart center. In prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Connect with the light within yourself and the light within me as we acknowledge and bow to each other. Namaste. Have a beautiful, heartful day. Thank you for being here.